It was supposed to be a moment of triumph. Russia's first AI-powered humanoid, Adol, stepped onto a Moscow stage to the swelling brass of the Rocky theme. Cameras rolled. The crowd leaned in. This wasn't just a product launch. It was a statement, a declaration that Russia was ready to compete in the global race for intelligent machines. Then it happened, face first. Hard. Pieces of its frame shattered on impact. Handlers froze. Two men scrambled to lift it. A third wrestled with a black curtain meant to shield the wreckage, but it tangled. The crowd could still see the flailing limbs, the silicone face twisted in confusion. The music kept playing. Trying hard now. It's so hard now. The video went viral within hours, not just because of the fall, because of what it revealed. Adol, built by Moscow startup Idol, is Russia's first anthropomorphic AI robot. It can walk, manipulate objects, and communicate with people. Its flexible silicone face expresses 12 core emotions and hundreds of micro-expressions. It runs offline, operates autonomously for 6 hours, carries 22 pounds, moves 3.7 miles per hour, stands 6'1", and weighs 209 pounds. 73% of its components are Russian-made, with plans to reach 93% in mass production. All of that impressive engineering irrelevant when it hit the floor. CEO Vladimir Vitukin blamed calibration issues. The stereo cameras were too sensitive to lighting, voltage fluctuations interfered, and real-time learning meant each mistake became experience. Generous interpretation, because what the world saw was a stark reminder Russia is behind in the AI race. Meanwhile, the rest of the world isn't waiting. Boston Dynamics Atlas leaps, flips, and recovers. Tesla's Optimus is learning to fold laundry. Figure 03 works in warehouses. Unitree's Juan can stand up from impossible positions. China's Xpeng builds humanoids with synthetic skin. And 1X's Neo is already up for pre-order. These machines are not just walking, they are learning from chaos, trained by generative AI systems that simulate unpredictability. Adol looked like it had never seen a spotlight before. The timing couldn't be worse. Since the invasion of Ukraine, sanctions cut off Russia from advanced semiconductors and critical electronics. Major international manufacturers have pulled out. Engineering talent is fleeing. The robotics sector is isolated, underfunded, and under pressure. President Vladimir Putin has tied Russia's future to AI in 2017. He warned that whoever leads in AI will rule the world. He called it the future of humankind and promised Russia would share breakthroughs the way it shares nuclear technology. But the updated national AI development strategy this year tells a different story. It blames unfriendly countries for stalling progress and insists on sovereign AI. Systems rooted in Russian language and culture, not Western code. Bold vision, but hard to execute when your robot can't walk across a stage. After the fall, engineers checked Adol's sensors and stabilizers, then brought it out for a second attempt. This time, it stayed upright with help. No visible damage, no timeline for mass production, no word on what AI system powers it. The company says Adol will eventually work in banks, airports, and logistics, but right now it's still in testing. And the world isn't waiting. The new AI race isn't to the moon. It's the factory floor, the hospital hallway, the battlefield, the home. Every stumble is a headline. The curtain dropped, but the cameras never stopped. What if I told you the biggest AI war on the planet has nothing to do with chatbots and everything to do with controlling the physical world? Jeff Bezos is quietly building an AI empire called Project Prometheus. Elon Musk is racing him with humanoid robots. And the two richest tech titans on Earth are now locked in a silent battle for who gets to automate civilization. This is the secret AI where you're not supposed to see. Roll the music. Roll the visuals. Because today, we're stepping straight into the future. Let's get one thing straight. Most AI today lives on screens. It chats, it writes, it draws pictures of cats wearing sunglasses. Cute, but not exactly world-changing. Bezos and Musk, they're playing a different game. They don't want AI that entertains. They want AI that controls the physical world. Musk is building Optimus, a humanoid robot designed to replace human labor. Robots in factories, robots in homes, robots driving cars, robots doing the jobs people don't want to do or can't do fast enough. Bezos is building Project Prometheus, an AI designed to run factories, supply chains, materials science, medicine, and global logistics. Not a robot. A billion invisible robot minds coordinating the entire industrial world. Think about that. One wants the body, one wants the brain. Both want the future. Let's start with Musk. For him, AI is a workforce. Optimus isn't a gadget. It's the first draft of a new labor class. Musk's pitch? A future where you buy your groceries, get repairs done, and even run your small business with an army of affordable humanoid robots. Combine that with Tesla's self-driving AI, and suddenly Musk controls transportation and labor. Sounds wild, right? But he's not joking. He said it publicly. Tesla's most valuable product will be a robot. Not the car, not the energy grid, not even the rockets, the robot. If Musk wins, he doesn't just build a company, he builds a civilization of automated workers. Now let's step into Bezos territory. If Musk wants the workers, Bezos wants the empires they work in. Project Prometheus is rumored to be an AI designed to control physical systems at a scale we've never seen. Factories that adjust themselves, warehouses that run without human oversight, supply chains that fix themselves in real time, materials that design themselves, energy systems that stabilize themselves. It's like Amazon efficiency, but stretched out over the entire planet. And here's the sneaky part. Bezos knows the physical world is the next trillion-dollar frontier. Musk is focused on robots. But robots still need a world to operate in. A factory, a supply chain, a grid, a global logistics system. So Bezos is building the back end, the operating system, the invisible AI empire underneath everything. If Musk controls the labor and Bezos controls the infrastructure, who really wins? This isn't a friendly rivalry. This is a quiet, brutal competition. These two are fighting for the same AI researchers. They both hunt the top robotics and machine learning engineers on Earth. The same government contracts, defense, space, logistics, automation, all worth billions. The same automation frontier, factories, robotics, space infrastructure, energy systems. But here's the part nobody talks about. Their visions are opposites. Musk believes robots will replace human labor. Bezos believes AI will replace human decision-making. Musk builds bodies. Bezos builds brains. Both want to be the architect of a post-labor world. That's the war. Here's where things get real. This war decides who controls the future workforce, who controls manufacturing, who controls transportation, who controls global supply chains, who controls energy grids, and essentially, who controls civilization's operating system. If Musk wins, robots become as common as smartphones. If Bezos wins, factories and systems become fully autonomous, and humans just supervise. If both win, we enter the age of total automation, the largest shift since the Industrial Revolution. Jobs will change. Industries will collapse. New ones will explode. And the definition of work might never be the same. So here's the final question. Who do you trust with the automation of civilization? Musk's robot workforce? Or Bezos's AI empire? Or maybe the better question is, should any one person have that much power at all? Because make no mistake, the battle for the future isn't happening online. It's happening in warehouses, factories, robots, and infrastructure. And whoever wins shapes the next 100 years. If you enjoyed this dive into the future, hit subscribe, because the AI revolution is just getting started, and we're going to be right here breaking it all down. Stay curious, stay sharp, and I'll see you in the next one. What happens when money itself stops mattering? That's not a sci-fi premise. That's Elon Musk on stage in Washington telling a room full of world leaders and investors that poverty could soon become statistically irrelevant. and that currency itself might eventually stop being relevant. The moment he said it, you could feel the tension shift. This wasn't a metaphor. It wasn't hype. It was a direct shot at the foundations of modern society. And the craziest part? Musk wasn't even talking about some distant Star Trek future. He said this transformation happens within a decade. Because according to him, the combination of AI and humanoid robotics is about to collapse the cost of everything: food, housing, healthcare, and redefine the meaning of work, wealth, and value itself. If Musk is right, the economic system we've lived in for thousands of years doesn't survive the next 20. To understand how we got here, rewind. Musk has been pushing this idea in pieces for years, but now he's saying it openly, bluntly, and repeatedly. At the U.S. Saudi Investment Forum, he pointed to two technologies: Tesla's Optimus humanoid robot, xAI's Grok model. His argument is simple. If you have machines that think, machines that move, and machines that work 24/7, you solve labor shortages. And if labor shortages vanish, production costs collapse. And if production costs collapse, the scarcity collapses with it. No poverty, near zero cost essentials, universal abundance. That's the vision. Musk even compared work to gardening. Some people garden for food, but most do it for fun. In the near future, work becomes optional, not a necessity, a hobby, a choice. But here's where the audience froze. Musk went one step further. He claimed that if robotics and AI reach their full potential, we eventually hit a point where currency stops being relevant. Money doesn't disappear, but the importance of money dissolves because basic needs are solved by machines. And then he referenced Ian M. Banks's Culture series, worlds where AGI eliminates scarcity and society evolves beyond currency. Musk wasn't just quoting fiction. He was describing a blueprint. But here's the part everyone missed. Musk is not promising a smooth ride. In fact, he says the opposite. There will be a lot of trauma and disruption along the way. That line wasn't a warning, it was a prediction. Because if robots do all labor, what happens to industries built on labor? If currency becomes irrelevant, what happens to global finance? If AI runs production, who owns the robots? Who owns the AI? Who distributes the new wealth? And who controls the abundance machines? These questions aren't theoretical. They are geopolitical. They are structural. They are existential. And right next to Musk on stage was the one person who could push this transition even faster. NVIDIA CEO Jensen Huang, whose chips power nearly every major AI breakthrough. The timing was surreal. NVIDIA was hours away from reporting earnings. Trillions of dollars in market value depended on NVIDIA's performance. Musk clinked a bottle of mineral water with Huang and joked, "Well, since currency is irrelevant," two of the most powerful figures in AI laughing about the disappearance of money while the financial world held its breath. That is the tension of this moment. The future Musk describes collides directly with the economy that exists today. Then Jensen Huang stepped in with a different angle. AI won't eliminate all jobs, at least not soon. He argued that AI changes jobs before it erases them. His example, radiology. Years ago, analysts said radiologists would disappear first. Instead, the field grew. AI tools let them analyze more scans, more modalities, spend more time with patients, and work more efficiently. AI didn't replace them, it amplified them. Huang says this pattern repeats across many industries. Productivity up, employment stable or higher. But even he admits the long-term outcome is unclear. Short-term, partnership. Long-term, transformation. Very long-term, unknown. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Musk's vision isn't fantasy. The building blocks already exist. Large language models that reason, summarize, and evaluate. Robots that walk, lift, manipulate, and learn from video. AI supply chains that accelerate monthly. Costs of training dropping fast. Grok is scaling. Optimus is learning. Factories are testing humanoids right now. Warehouses are automating. AI hospitals are piloting diagnostics. Government agencies are running AI simulations. The future Musk describes starts as soon as these systems hit mass deployment. Now imagine robots building houses for pennies, robots harvesting crops nonstop, robots delivering goods, repairing infrastructure, manufacturing everything from food to medicine. Scarcity dissolves, and with it, the old meaning of money. This is why Musk says poverty becomes statistically irrelevant. This is why he says currency becomes irrelevant. Not because money disappears, but because its power over survival disappears. So what comes next? Two paths, two futures, both accelerating toward us. In one path, we enter a post-money economy, an age of abundance, universal high income, and the end of survival-based labor. In the other path, the disruption hits faster than governments can adapt. Jobs disappear before new systems form. Wealth gaps explode. Political systems fracture. Economic models collapse. One scenario looks like utopia, the other like chaos, and the divide between them is razor thin. Musk isn't predicting technology. He's predicting civilization's next fork in the road, because ready or not, the post-scarcity future isn't waiting. It's arriving.